Hello everyone. In today's dragon profile we're doing is one of Hatchery Dragon's smallest dragon species. Now, don't be fooled by its size. It may look cute and adorable, but it's dangerous. And the one we're talking about is Meet the Terrible Terror. Is a small Stoker class dragon. They're about 5 feet 11 inches, 1.81 meters long, and 1 foot 5 inches tall. They only weigh about 20 pounds, and for the wingspan, up to 6 feet 2 inches, 1.89 meters. It is one of the smallest dragons, but no less ferocious. And the Terrible Terror resembles a common or garden dragon in appearance. It has an iguana-like body, 2 pairs of horns, 1 pair of wings, and a tail with a barbed tip. It comes in various colors, with green being the most common. Others are red, orange, blue, yellow, and purple. And its large yellow eyes and small size make it one of the most remarkable species of dragons. The Titan Wing Terrible Terror are reddish brown in color. They have developed larger black horns on their head and bigger eyes, thus giving them a more devilish appearance. They have larger spines on their back. Their wings possess a dark brown spots, and they have small, pointy, arrow-shaped tail. These Titan wings have grown slightly larger, though are still small compared to the most dragons in the franchise. And for their abilities, the Terrors have very strong and accurate fire attack. One could even argue they are the snipers of the dragon world. It is said to have the best accuracy for fire bolts compared to most dragons, but it's unknown how good compared to the Night Fury, however. Terrors are very social creatures and can be found in packs most of the time, although a single terror cannot do much damage to an opponent. A wild pack of a different story. A pack of terrible terrors is a lethal threat that is best avoided if a mated pair or in packs. A pack of terrors easily lifted a full-grown Viking, also in the short. A pack successfully stole all the Bork's food. A pack of terrors was able to defeat Snotlout easily, and they could knock out Mildew by ramming him, and carry small humans on their backs or with their claws. A single terror can lift a small light objects in the air, as shown by Iggy but a sheep has proven to be too heavy to lift for a single terror. Though terrors are often the smallest dragons, they are shown to be brave to fight bigger opponents if needed, as as shown by a single terror trying to fight over food against a Night Fury. Terrors have quite sharp teeth, as the creatures bit Vikings several times, such as the terror that bit Tough Nut in the first film, and Snotlout's terror in the worst in show. Though their bite is said to be venomous, this hasn't been mentioned in the film, series, or the specials, and the effects of the venom are unknown. They do have great jaw strength, as proven by Pain, to be able to bite for an entire day, and can take any tiny pieces of skin off Snotlout. It also took Gobber a whole afternoon to pry Pain off Snotlout's left leg, and he was also shown to bit through rope easily with no struggle at all. They are quite fast in flight and agile dragons to make great quick turns. As shown by Iggy, terrors have shown to be quite fast and stealthy, as one stole all of Bucket's fish without him noticing. And the fact that the terrors often live secretly in Viking houses, as shown by Sneaky. Astrid trained him to be extremely stealthy, and as Tough Nut commented, Sneaky, for example, when Meatlug had been captured by Alvin Savage and Mildew, he perched on top of Alvin's helmet without him noticing, and tricked Savage into hitting Alvin over the head with a sword, temporarily stunning him. Sneaky is also shown to be fast enough to fly from one person's head to another without the person realizing that he had moved at all, and without making noises whatsoever. It has been revealed that the Terrible Terrors have an ability to sing. The Dragonpedia mentioned that the flocks of terrors often keep the residents of Berk awake with their chirps, squawks, and growls. They often sing when they gather in large groups. A singing Terrible Terror also appeared in the Fright of Passage, where Snotlout had delivered the twins singing Terrible Terror in the second film. Hiccup mentions that he had been woken up by Terrible Terror's singing on his rooftop. It would appear that they sing either to attract mates or any type of social gathering. Terrible Terrors have shown to be able to fly for a long time without tiring out. One was able to withstand a small plasma blast going into the stomach and walk away, disoriented but seemingly not harmed. Pain was able to bit down on Snotlout for a long period of time with showing no sign of struggle. and with their intelligence. They possess high level of intelligence as the trained terrors from Worst in Show were able to learn new skills under one day. Fishlegs trained Iggy to grab whatever picture Fishlegs was holding showed. For example, when Fishlegs held a picture of an apple, Iggy grabbed an apple with his mouth and gave it to Fishlegs. It would seem they would understand the show picture of an object and the terror will find it. And when trained and tamed, terrors can send messages to others by its kind that returns to their territory. Kind of similar to what humans would do back in the old days, as they use pigeons to deliver messages. Well, delivery pigeons to be specific. And last but not least, they are shown that terrible terrors are able to survive in cold environments and even sleep in them with no sign of illnesses. But unfortunately for them, they have weaknesses. Although turbo terrors are strong in packs, lone terrors are actually very weak, and as shown by Toothless in the first film, can be defeated by one fire blast. They also try to pick fights with dragons a lot bigger than themselves, and this often doesn't end well. It appears that they are, in some way, a birds of the dragon world, mainly to steal food from other animals that are much bigger than them, or steal a carcass. And similar to the Night Furies and the Screaming Death, turbo terrors can be easily distracted by light reflected from something shiny, as shown by Hiccup during the dragon killing session, where he distracted the turbo terror that attacked Tough Nut and made it chase the light back into its cage. Kind of similar when you had a laser pointer that the cat would try to catch it. Turbo terrors are shown to be very mischievous, as they like to play with Vikings and other dragons. They often travel in packs, and they can be quite aggressive and over-ambitious. They tend to pick fights with larger animals, though they mostly get defeated and scared off. Terrible terrors are also very curious creatures, and they can be found in unexpected places. They will eat just about anything they can digest. Therefore, can be found in any environment in the archipelago. In the first film, in Book of Dragons, terrible terrors were shown to lick their eyes, not unlike some species of geckos, despite the fact have they have eyelids. Furthermore, in the scene where terrible terrors were fighting over a fish, one bobs up and down in a similar manner to how real life geckos fight in order to intimidate one another. It would seem that they have an ecological behavior to geckos. Terrible terrors like to make a lot of noise, with some specimens being able to sing. They also shown to behave like hawks as they stand on people's arms and can be used to send messages between islands. Among many other things, terrible terrors like to get into paper is one of their favorites, according to the School of Dragons. Terrible terrors like paper and often destroy books in this case. And that's it for the terrible terrors. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.